What's going on, guys? It's Ishto Sukule here with another Halo 5 Forge map. I apologize for not uploading for a little while. It's been a very uh, rough couple of weeks. Well, rough few days actually, more like it. I've been on 10-hour shifts this week because we're behind on stuff at work, so I haven't been able to really upload and do a whole lot. The only thing I've been able to do is build a map, and that's what I have here. And I don't mean to disappear for about a week. I don't want to keep doing that. It's kind of annoying when I just disappear and don't upload anything. But anyways, this map here is called Retainer. See right here. And I want to say that thank you, Brewski, for helping me name the map, and to the person who commented on one of my old on a video that I made not too long ago, asking me to build something for Foreigner. Well, I finally did it, and I hope you guys enjoy this map. Now over here, what we're looking at right now is the spawn area. It's a small spawn. It's not meant for anything like a big social. It's more or less kind of like more aesthetic map. But a lot of times on Reach, some of our social maps on Reach had small spawns, but it was for good reasons. Anyways, moving through this map, we're going to kind of just slowly move out of the spawn and kind of come to this first area. This first area I spent a little bit of time on to try to make sure you kind of get the feel of, kind of like it's a Covenant occupied space, and probably should have panned from the left to the right. That was not a good cinematic. Whoops. Apologize. I don't normally do this often. Well, sometimes I do, but not all the time. But yeah, I tried to make it look like it was a Covenant occupied area, and humans tried to come in, but that didn't work out too well. They kind of crashed, and here's some crates with some 2 assault rifles and a gunfighter magnum. Made sure to have some of the crates up there so it didn't look like 2 crates just already, like, it wouldn't look, I guess, like a natural battle area, I guess. I don't know a realistic scenario with just 2 crates being down there and there not being anything else up there that you can see in view, so I put 3 crates up there kind of in view of the Pelican, kind of drop some stuff down, and yeah. I'm kind of moving around. I'm going to show off some of the terrain around here about how I did some of it and why I put certain things kind of where. Forge tutorial tip: if you're using title pieces and you just have a bunch of this terrain right here that has all this gravel, rock, and kind of sand, what I like to do, I just like to kind of throw a few rocks down there. Oop, hello tree. And just kind of put that there instead of trying to put grass, because it just looks a little bit awkward for grass to kind of sit on top of that. Also, we have a little tiny monitor over here. But let's get on to the actual big part of the map itself, since that's probably what y'all are here for, not just my terrain. Here we have the entrance of the entire place. Now inside of here is this hallway has had a few different ideas of how I wanted to do this. I posted a lot of the stuff on Twitter to show people, like, here's what this hallway is and here's what we got. This hallway went through a few different phases of going through a very light fixture to a very dark one, and then kind of to this mid one where it's you kind of got that nice little in between of light and dark. It seems mysterious and it's not too dark, not too bright, and that's what I tried to do. Then you move on to the next room and you got these blue Foreigner walls. Now the hard part about this was trying to figure out what could I use for like some Foreigner walls, and I just wanted to try to get you to have that old comedy Vol feeling a little bit, along with kind of like that new feeling with how a lot of stuff in the Halo universe now kind of glows. So I tried my best to kind of make this nice little centerpiece with a beam going down into a little pit here, into a little pit of water. Nothing really down there. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this. What I did for the walls there, I used small accents, some little. They had interesting detailed pieces that if you put it into another object very well, it will come off with these kind of like nice little wall designs, kind of like a decal, which I kind of wish we had Foreigner decals in this game, but we don't, sadly. But yeah, and for these little support beams, I put the Foreigner texture on it, so that way it's not just one solid along with in here, so it's just not one solid texture, so that way it's not just bland or whatever else. Moving in here to the next room, going through this nice classic kind of like CE hallway. Also, these hallways used to have lights in them, but I'll show you later by how some of the lights actually kind of messed up and didn't really have good effects in there. But here we have this room. This room, I got the idea from this on Halo Reach. A lot of people in Reach, when they made a lot of their Forge maps, a lot of stuff that the clan community would make, would be a lot of foreigner stuff. Well, mostly the Sangili anyways. The Sangili community made a lot of cool foreigner stuff because of it kind of fit to where how we would build a base. Building something Covenant related was a lot of times really hard because yes, everything was, you know, had the foreigner design and we didn't really have textures like with Covenant or whatever else. The best we got with something Covenant looking was Covenant ships, and that's the best we got. A lot of our Covenant ships were either used the modded Coliseum walls or something else to kind of just help build it over the entire map. We had corvettes, we had CCS battle cruisers, we had a super carrier that spanned from the island all the way to near the backside of the canyon, almost. Or I think it was almost to the canyon itself, or halfway through it. And those type of maps were always really cool, and sometimes some of them had interiors, some of them were just there for aesthetic looks. But yeah. Moving on to this next area. I thought because it's a foreigner facility, you gotta have something related to the flood a little bit. So I made this little hallway that I was originally had the idea of as an index chamber. What was going to be in here was going to be a monitor with him scanning some stuff, kind of have him scripted flying in and out of the place, and just have these different scripts that kind of did a few different things. And something came across my mind like, what if that's not actually a window? What if that was a door? And what if that door led to some chamber or like some testing facility, but it has to be closed off now? So I thought in my mind, I'm going to use a Forge idea that I think Unsorted Gaming used on a foreigner infected hallway, and I used some of those umbrella pieces with some of those plants there to kind of give that flood effect. And I put a light with a brown texture kind of facing down on top of them to kind of give them that glowing flood egg look. Also, before someone probably asks me later in the comments, what are those Covenant crates? Can you make a prefab? I already have a prefab of those Covenant crates. I wanted classic Covenant crates because I wanted to give you that old classic feel. Also, the lighting texture that I'm talking about is how as you can see here, how it kind of has these edges and it kind of goes into squares. That's what would happen in those hallways, but not only, it would also make those little lines showing individual objects that I did not want to be shown off, and I could not fix it for the life of me. I tried and spent hours on it, but could not figure out how to fix it. Moving on to the last room of this place, we have a foreigner map room. It kind of just shows the ring itself. And the idea that I wanted to have later on was kind of, if I end up updating the map, now, little tidbit for people who don't know. If you bookmark a map and you don't touch it and you don't go into Forge and edit yourself, if the original owner of the map actually decides to edit the map himself, or his or herself, the map will actually update in your bookmarks. So in the future, if you were to play this map and I'd end up updating it or changing something, you will probably see a change that was never there before, and it's either a good change or it's a kind of stupid change. The change I'd probably make is add a script there that if you press the button, some lights would pop up on the ring itself so you can see, okay, you're here. There's something going wrong over there, or something wrong going over there. And that's kind of the idea that I wanted to have there, and kind of do whatever I could. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this Halo 5 Forge map. I spent a lot of time trying to make sure that this gave you like that old classic look with the support beams in here, the glowing foreigner textures on the walls, and some of these little tiny barriers or like little cover pieces that I also made as well. Also, I want to say this is the first map that I have ever built without using someone else's prefabs. This entire map I built from scratch by myself, didn't use anybody's prefabs. It's the first time I've ever done that. It took a lot of time, and a lot of stuff on this map I just wanted to take the time to try to do on my own instead of trying to take something from somebody else. The idea from the first door at the spawn, that actually came from an idea that I saw from a prefab, but I didn't use it. I tried to forge something myself, did it on my own, and kind of made my own little door as best as I could, and I'm and I think I did a pretty good job of making like a classic C door with kind of like a little movable piece up top that kind of gave you that nice little foreigner feeling. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the map. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And please share the video. Also, leave a comment down below if you want to see me build something else. This map was built because somebody asked me to build something foreigner, and I thought, okay, I'll take a shot at it. We'll see what happens. I'll see if I can make something foreigner. And if I can't, then, well, we'll see what happens there. Anyways, this has been Ishto Sukule. Hope you enjoy this map. And please follow me on Twitter so you can see updates on other maps that I make and whatever else that I end up doing. By the way, this is the only reason I'm wearing this armor for this video is just because of the map. I was going to walk around and do like a cool cinematic, but I'm not that skilled at machinima mode. So yeah. Anyways, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace!